I'm standing in my kitchen, holding an envelope. My hands are shaking so bad I almost drop it. Inside is an invitation to my own wedding anniversary party. 15 years. That's how long we've been married. And the man I was married to just handed me an invitation like I'm some random guest. But here's the thing that makes my stomach twist into knots. There's a +1 written on it. In his handwriting. And it's not for me. Let me back up. My name doesn't matter. What matters is that 3 weeks ago, I found out the man I was married to was involved with someone else. Not because I went through his phone. Not because someone told me. He told me himself. He sat me down at our kitchen table. The same table where we'd eaten breakfast for 15 years. Where our kids did their homework. Where we'd laughed and fought and made up 1,000 times. And he said 5 words that changed everything. I've fallen in love with someone else. Not I made a mistake. Not I'm sorry. Just that. I remember staring at him. Waiting for the punchline. Waiting for him to say he was joking. But his face was serious. Almost peaceful. Like he'd been carrying this secret for so long and finally putting it down felt good. My throat closed up. I couldn't breathe. Couldn't think. Who is she? I finally whispered. He didn't even have the decency to look ashamed. Her name is, well, you don't know her. We met at the gym 6 months ago. 6 months. Half a year. While I was cooking his dinners. Doing his laundry. Sleeping next to him every single night. Are you leaving me? I asked. And here's where it gets weird. He said no. I don't want to break up our family, he said. The kids need us together. I need you to understand that I have feelings for someone else. But I want to make this work. For everyone's sake. I sat there in shock. What was I supposed to say to that? Thank you for your honesty. He kept talking. Explaining. He said he believed in ethical non-monogamy. That love wasn't a limited resource. That he could love both of us. Both of us. Like I was supposed to just share him. I didn't know what to do. So I did nothing. I went numb. I smiled when the kids came home from school. I made dinner. I went to bed. And I started planning. If you're watching this and your heart is already racing, hit that subscribe button right now. Because this story is about to get wild. Trust me, you don't want to miss what happens next. For 2 weeks, I played along. I acted normal. I asked him about his day. I kissed him goodbye in the mornings. And at night, when he thought I was asleep, I heard him texting her. The soft glow of his phone. The quiet laughs. The way he'd smile at the screen. It felt like dying in slow motion. Then, 3 days ago, he came to me with an idea. Our anniversary is coming up, he said. 15 years. That's a big deal. I nodded. My heart was pounding. I want to throw a party, he continued. Invite friends. Family. Celebrate what we've built together. For a second, I felt hope. Maybe he was ending it with her. Maybe he realized how insane this all was. Then he said it. I want her to come too. The room tilted. What? I want you two to meet, he said, like this was the most reasonable thing in the world. I think if you knew her, you'd understand. She's amazing. Kind. Funny. You'd actually like her. I stared at him. This man I'd loved for 17 years. This man I'd built a life with. And he was asking me to meet the woman from his secret relationship at our wedding anniversary party. You're insane, I whispered. I'm being honest, he said. Isn't that what you always wanted? Honesty. I wanted to scream. To throw something. To hurt him the way he was hurting me. But instead, I smiled. Okay, I said. His face lit up. Really? Really? Invite her. Let's do this. He hugged me. Actually hugged me. Told me how much this meant to him. How proud he was of me for being so mature. I felt nothing. Just cold, hard nothing. Because right then, standing in his arms, I made a decision. I was going to teach him a lesson he would never forget. The next morning, I woke up with a purpose. My husband went to work, whistling. Actually whistling. Like everything was perfect. I waited until his car disappeared down the street. Then I grabbed my laptop and got to work. First, I needed to know exactly who this woman was. It took me 20 minutes to find her. Social media makes everything so easy now. She was younger than me. 28 to my 42. Blonde hair. Perfect skin. Pictures of her at the gym, at brunch, at concerts. Living her best life. While destroying mine. But here's what caught my attention. She posted everything. Every moment of her day. Every thought in her head. She had thousands of followers. And she loved attention. Perfect. I created a fake account. A woman her age. Similar interests. And I sent her a message. Hey, I saw your posts about fitness. I'm looking for a new trainer. Are you taking clients? She responded in 5 minutes. We chatted. She was friendly. Bubbly. Had no idea who I really was. And she told me everything. About him. About their connection. About how he was trapped in a loveless marriage but was too honorable to leave his kids. Loveless marriage. That's what he told her. I wanted to reach through the screen and shake her. Tell her she was being used. That she was destroying a family. But I didn't. I had a better idea. Over the next 2 days, I planned everything. Every detail. Every move. I invited everyone to our anniversary party. Friends, family, neighbors. 60 people total. I rented a beautiful venue downtown. Hired caterers. A photographer. Even a small band. It was going to be the party of the year. And my husband was thrilled. He kept thanking me. Telling me how special I was. How lucky he was. Meanwhile, I was busy with something else. See, the man I was married to thought I was just a housewife. Someone who stayed home with the kids and had no real power. No real skills. But before I met him, I was a paralegal. I worked at a law firm. I knew how to research. How to gather evidence. How to build a case. And for 2 weeks, I'd been documenting everything. Every text message I could access. Every receipt from their dinners together. Every time he said he was working late but was really with her. I had my own proof. Dates, times, locations. Everything. I contacted a lawyer. A good one. Filed the paperwork. Got everything ready. But I wasn't going to serve him the legal documents prepared by my lawyer in private. Oh no. I was going to do it at the party. Pause right here and drop a comment below. Tell me where you're watching from. Are you in Texas? California? New York? Maybe somewhere across the ocean? I want to know you're out there. That I'm not alone in this. The morning of the anniversary party, I woke up calm. My husband was nervous. Excited. He kept asking if I was sure about this. If I was really okay with her coming. I'm fine, I said. I want to meet her. He kissed my forehead. You're incredible. You know that. I smiled. I know. I spent the morning getting ready. I put on the most beautiful dress I owned. Did my makeup. My hair. I looked amazing. Not for him. For me. At 4 o'clock, guests started arriving. Friends I hadn't seen in months. Family who traveled from other states. Everyone was happy. Smiling. Hugging us. Congratulating us. 15 years. You two are so lucky. Such a perfect couple. Goals, honestly. I nodded. Smiled. Played the part. And then she walked in. She was wearing a red dress. Tight. Attention-grabbing. Her hair was perfect. Makeup flawless. She looked nervous. My husband rushed over to her. Took her hand. Brought her to me. This is my friend, he said, stumbling over his words. From the gym. Hi, she said softly. Thank you for inviting me. I looked at her. Really looked at her. She was young. Scared. In over her head. It's nice to meet you, I said. And I meant it. She relaxed a little. You have a beautiful home. And your husband talks about you all the time. Does he? I turned to him. What does he say? He went pale. Just, nice things. I smiled. Well, make yourself comfortable. The party's just getting started. She wandered off to get a drink. My husband leaned close. Thank you, he whispered. This means everything. I know it does, I said. At 6 o'clock, I clinked my glass. Everyone went quiet. 60 pairs of eyes turned to me. My husband stood next to me, beaming. He had no idea what was coming. Thank you all for being here, I said. My voice was steady, strong. 15 years ago, I married the man of my dreams. We've built a beautiful life together. 2 amazing kids. A home. Memories that will last forever. People clapped. Someone whistled. But tonight isn't just about celebrating the past, I continued. It's about honesty. About truth. About showing people who we really are. The man I was married to smile faltered. Just a little. So I want to introduce you all to someone special, I said. I gestured to her. That woman in the red dress. Come up here, sweetheart. She looked confused. Scared. But she walked up. This, I said loudly, is the woman from his secret relationship. The room went silent. You could have heard a pin drop. What? Someone whispered. He went white. What are you doing? Being honest, I said sweetly. Isn't that what you wanted? She tried to back away. I held up my hand. Don't run. Everyone should know the truth. I turned to our guests. For 6 months, he's been involved with someone else. And instead of ending it or leaving me, he decided he wanted both of us. He asked me to accept it. To be okay with sharing him. Gasps. Murmurs. Shock rippling through the crowd. And tonight, he invited her here. To our anniversary party. Because he wanted us all to be one big happy family. My husband tried to speak. You're twisting this. Am I? I pulled out my phone. Should I read some of the texts? The ones where you told her our marriage was loveless? Where you said you were staying for the kids? His mother stood up. Is this true? He couldn't look at her. It's complicated. It's not complicated, I said. It's actually very simple. You cheated. You lied. And you thought I was too weak to do anything about it. I reached into my purse. Pulled out an envelope. These are legal documents prepared by my lawyer, I said. Signed by me. Witnessed. All you have to do is sign them. The room exploded. People yelling. His mother crying. Her friends staring in horror. She ran out. Just bolted for the door. My husband stood there, frozen. You can't do this. I just did, I said. But the kids. The kids deserve a mother who respects herself, I said. And they deserve to know that love isn't about ownership. It's about respect. And you lost mine the moment you thought you could have us both. He tried to grab my arm. I pulled away. Sign the papers, I said. Or I'll make this so much worse. I have my own proof documented. Every lie. Every secret relationship. Every dime you spent on her. And I'll use it all. He looked around. At his family. His friends. Everyone staring at him with disgust. You're destroying everything, he whispered. No, I said. You did that already. I'm just showing everyone what's left. He signed the papers that night. At the party. In front of everyone. His hands were shaking so bad he could barely hold the pen. When he finished, he looked at me. I hope you're happy. I'm not, I said honestly. But I will be. He left. Just walked out. Didn't even take his things. The guests didn't know what to do. Some left immediately. Others stayed, whispering. A few came up to hug me. You're so brave, one woman said. You did the right thing, said another. But I didn't feel brave. I felt empty. Tired. Done. His mother approached me last. I thought she'd be angry. But instead, she took my hands. I'm sorry, she said. I raised him better than this. It's not your fault, I said. Still. She squeezed my hands. You're stronger than I ever was. And those kids are lucky to have you. After everyone left, I sat alone in the empty venue. Surrounded by decorations. Half-eaten cake. Wilted flowers. 15 years. Gone. But here's the thing nobody tells you about rock bottom. Once you hit it, the only way left is up. The next few weeks were hard. The hardest of my life. My kids were devastated. They didn't understand why Dad left. Why everything changed. I tried to explain without making him the villain. Even though he was. Sometimes adults make choices that hurt people, I said. And when that happens, we have to protect ourselves. My son, who's 12, just stared at me. Did Dad have someone else? I wanted to lie. To protect him. But I just stood up for truth. I couldn't back down now. Yes, I said quietly. He did. My son cried. My daughter, who's 9, didn't understand yet. But she would someday. And I'd be there to help them through it. My husband tried to fight the legal proceedings. Claimed the truth came out publicly and damaged his reputation. My lawyer shut that down fast. We had my own proof. Witnesses. Everything. He gave up after a month. Signed everything. Gave me the house. Primary custody. A fair settlement. And you know what? He moved in with her. The girlfriend. They're together now. I should feel jealous. Angry. But I don't. I feel free. Because here's what I learned through all of this. Betrayal doesn't just hurt. It teaches. It taught me that I'm stronger than I thought. That I don't need someone else to complete me. That my worth isn't tied to whether someone chooses me. It taught me that sometimes the people we love most are capable of the deepest cruelty. And that's not a reflection of us. It's a reflection of them. And it taught me that standing up for yourself, even when it's scary, even when it's messy, even when everyone's watching, that's the most powerful thing you can do. But wait. There's more. 3 months after the divorce was final, something happened. I was at the grocery store. Just living my life. Buying milk and bread like a normal person. And I saw her. The girlfriend. His girlfriend. She was alone. Looking tired. Sad. For a second, I thought about turning around. Avoiding her. But something made me walk up. Hi, I said. She jumped. Turned. Saw me. Her face went pale. I'm not here to fight, I said quickly. I just wanted to say something. She nodded slowly. Okay. I'm sorry, I said. She blinked. What? I'm sorry for what I did at the party. You didn't deserve that. You were manipulated just like I was. Her eyes filled with tears. You have nothing to apologize for. I'm the one who should be sorry. I destroyed your marriage. No, I said firmly. He did that. Not you. She started crying. Right there in the cereal aisle. He's doing the same thing to me. Did you know that? My stomach dropped. What? He's seeing someone else. Already. I found out last week. She wiped her eyes. He said the same things to her that he said to me. That he's trapped. That he just needs understanding. I felt a strange mix of vindication and sadness. I'm sorry, I said. And I meant it. I should have listened, she whispered. Everyone told me. But I thought we were different. Special. So did I said quietly. For 15 years. We stood there. 2 women. Betrayed by the same man. Connected by pain. What are you going to do? I asked. She looked at me. And for the first time, I saw strength in her eyes. What you did, she said. I'm going to leave. With my dignity. I smiled. Good. We talked for another 20 minutes. Exchanged numbers. Promised to stay in touch. And as I walked away, I realized something. Revenge isn't about destroying someone else. It's about rebuilding yourself. It's about refusing to be small. To be quiet. To disappear. It's about standing in your truth, even when it shakes the ground beneath everyone's feet. Before I finish this story, do me a favor. Like this video and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. You never know who's fighting a silent battle. Your share could change someone's life. It's been 6 months since the party. 6 months since I blew up my life in front of 60 people. And you know what? I'm happy. Really, truly happy. My kids are adjusting. They see their dad on weekends. It's awkward sometimes, but we're making it work. I went back to school. Started studying law again. Turns out, I'm pretty good at standing up for people who can't stand up for themselves. I made new friends. Joined a book club. Started hiking on weekends. I'm not looking for love. Not yet. Maybe not ever. Because I learned something more important than finding someone to love me. I learned to love myself. The woman he left me for? She left him 2 months ago. Moved to another state. Started over. We still text sometimes. She's doing well. Building a life on her own terms. And him? I don't know. I don't ask. I don't care. He's not my problem anymore. People ask me all the time if I regret what I did. If I wish I'd handled it differently. Quietly. Privately. And my answer is always the same. No. Because that party, as messy and painful as it was, gave me something back. My voice. For years, I'd been silent. Swallowing hurt. Making myself smaller so he could feel bigger. And in one night, I took all that back. I showed my kids what it looks like to stand up for yourself. To demand respect. To refuse to settle. I showed his family who he really was. And I saved them from years of his lies. And I showed myself that I was never as weak as I thought. The truth is, we all have a moment. A moment where we can choose to stay silent or speak up. To accept or resist. To shrink or expand. That party was my moment. And I chose to expand. I chose to be loud. To be messy. To be real. And it cost me everything I thought I wanted. But it gave me back something more valuable. Myself. So if you're out there, in a situation that's breaking you, that's making you feel small and worthless and trapped, I want you to know something. You are not powerless. You are not stuck. You are not defined by what someone else did to you. You get to decide what happens next. You get to choose your moment. And when you do, when you finally stand up and speak your truth, even if your voice shakes, even if everyone's watching, even if you're terrified, that's when you win. Not because you destroyed them, but because you saved yourself. My husband invited his girlfriend to our wedding anniversary party. And what I did didn't just shock everyone. It freed me. And your moment is coming. If this story feels personal, you're not alone. Many women experience situations like this, even if the details differ. You have the strength to choose yourself. You have the power to reclaim your life. And you deserve respect, truth, and dignity always. Thank you for listening to my story. If it resonated with you, please like this video and share it. Let's build a community of people who refuse to stay silent. You are stronger than you know.